burn some daylight.
Oh, welcome back. Had a lot of action since last week. Like the trade deadline was kind of slow. Like there was a few moves here and there, and then there was something like 40 trades in the last 48 hours.
Yeah, you didn't get any of like the huge trades.
No, but
nothing like the Juan Soto or like level, but there's some big ones.
Yeah, like you had Carlos Correa going back to Houston was a big trade. Mason Miller and JP Sears going to San Diego. Miller being obviously the big chip in that deal, but coming back, we got the number 3 overall prospect, number 1 in the Padres system, Leo DeVries, who I've not been able to watch anything other than a few highlights, but I've not heard anything other than like this dude's the truth.
I follow a lot of the like minor league Instagram accounts, and then like specifically San Diego, and so I do see quite a bit from him. And it was for like a long time it was Ethan Salas, which I think he's still only like 19, but he got signed at like 16 and was like a top prospect. And then DeVries came in, and it's like, okay, no, this is the guy. This is like the future star, and it absolutely makes sense. Like he's defensive whiz, and then like hits the ball pretty well for being 18.
Yeah,
he's got a frame to put a little bit more muscle on.
Well, yeah, he's 18 and he's playing at high A and holding his own. So he's so you got him and Jacob Wilson in the middle infield in the coming years. Like that's stupid good.
I mean, I don't know where you're gonna fill everyone really quickly.
Yeah, because you also got Geloff in the mix. Like he got sent back down to AAA, but he's coming off an injury and had no spring training. So like you kind of expect him to struggle and so he probably just needed some more time down at AAA. But
well, and they're out of it this year.
Yeah,
there's no way they're coming back, and this is like an interesting time to start maybe messing around with, try Wilson at second base a little bit.
Yeah,
probably not next year, but maybe like 2 years.
Yeah,
when the freeze is up. Like Wilson's got to move because.
Yeah, because as good as Wilson is, like he's not this guy. Like he'd be a bang up second. Like the way he hits the ball, like he's built for second base, like
he's gonna be the best hitting second baseman out there.
Yeah. But like he's like that's the kind of guy you want playing second base anyways. So if you got a guy that and don't get me wrong, Wilson's good and probably gonna get better, but you can make those skills and be like impeccable at second base. Where you got this freak coming up at shortstop, you just feed that guy.
Yeah. So, all right. The other guys who got back there were Braden Nett, Henry Baez, and Eduardo
Nunez.
Yeah.
And
is Nunez the guy you said got shelled today?
Yep. Yeah. He was. I think he came in the 8th, finished out the 8th, or. And he had 2 outs in the 9th, and then he gave up 4 runs.
Yeah, like you see here, like those guys are they're not nothing.
No,
they're number 3, 13, and 17 in the Padres minor league system, which is pretty good.
Yeah, like that's real good. So then we sent Miller and JP Sears over. Sears being the number 5 starter. Nothing special, but he's a fucking professional. Gives you a good outing, or like a serviceable outing pretty much every time.
But you did say you got option already, right?
Yeah. So he made his first start yesterday. He went 5, gave up 5, 10 hits, 5 runs. So not a great outing, but also not fucking terrible for your 5 spot. You know, it's not bad. I mean, it's not great for sure. You want to see more than that, especially when you're trying to catch the Dodgers, who have been slumping hard here lately. But also, like, not bad. I wouldn't say. And
yeah, I mean,
bias coming from the A's where we lose a bunch. So
right. I mean, the Padres also got a pretty good starting lineup or starting rotation.
That's true.
You know, and they've been a little bit hurt, but like Darvish is back now. And I think they're looking pretty healthy at this point.
Well, that makes a little more sense why they sent Sears down. So yeah, he made his start yesterday, didn't do great, and they optioned him back down to AAA. I would expect to see him back up, just given the nature of injuries, because he's not a minor league guy, honestly. In most rotations, he'll fit in.
Yeah, definitely. Like I was saying before we started here, I would have liked him over Paddock.
Paddock, yeah. that was weird. I mean, it was straight up fire sale at Minnesota because they, I mean, Paddock being like not great, but he was their 3 starter.
Yeah. They traded away, I think it was 12 or 13 guys or something like that.
Something like that.
Crazy.
Yeah. And then, given their number 3 starter in division, that's almost unheard of. And
yeah.
So
there's a lot of other guys I wish we got it instead of him, but I guess I'll take it. Especially, this goes into our number 2 here on the list. Correa. I would have loved to see Correa because Correa's going to go play third.
Yeah.
And we could use a third baseman.
No shit.
Especially that bat. I mean, he's hitting real well this year.
Yeah, he's hitting very well this year. How's he been since he got back to Houston?
He hit, I think, the longest home run since he was in Houston.
Okay,
already.
So he's right back at home.
Yeah.
Fucking Astros, god damn it! They
we
weren't even talking about him.
But we know this happens. Like every year,
I know
they do something and they're going to get better around trade deadline, All-Star break.
I know, and they were kind of like an afterthought. Like we're rooting Mariners and A's, but the Astros will probably make it.
Yep.
Yeah, and here they are. But Mariners are going big. It seems like they're actually like they're going for it this year.
Yeah, they got was Josh Naylor early.
Josh Naylor.
We're like, okay, well, that's the bat that they're gonna get. I guess they're not getting Suarez, and then 2 days later they're gonna get Suarez too.
Yeah, and
that's a huge. I mean, that's a huge bat.
Huge bat. He's on pace for 60 this year.
And some not quite that, I don't think anymore, but he's close.
Like, yeah,
high 50s.
Yeah, he's on pace for a lot of home runs. Already has a lot of home runs, and he's going back to a place that he's comfortable with. So he's not going to get the home runs there in Seattle. It's kind of a cathedral to hit him.
But he's played there and he's done pretty well there.
Yeah.
And he likes it there too. I have friends out in Seattle that Nick and Justin that we're going to see, and I guess they went to his last game before he left Seattle the first time, and he stayed to sign autographs to everyone that was in line waiting for him.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
I followed him somewhat closely last year for a while when I was watching the D-backs, and I always kind of liked him. But yeah, he's been just on a tear this year, and now he's joining Josh Naylor, J.P. Crawford, Julio Rodriguez, Cal Raleigh, Polanco, like that lineup.
Randy Rosarena.
Rosarena, I forgot about him. Yeah. Like that lineup is starting to look really fucking good. And then on top of that pitching staff, come on. Yeah,
and they're healthy, and it seems like they're getting a little bit better. Some of them started out with a little rocky start, and getting.
Man, they looked like the most complete team in the West to start with, and they really slumped hard. Astros caught them, passed them. Rangers are coming on slowly but surely, but they're coming on.
Mariners are still in a wild card position right now, and they just got a lot better. So
like the AL West is heating up, and honestly, both the Angels and the A's are not fun teams to play right now. Like they're both playing some pretty good ball with not. I mean, the A's went out and got. I mean, the Angels went out and got a few pieces. The A's were simply just taking offers. Like they were not trying to sell. They were just like, what do you want to give? What do you want to? And they cleaned up really for the most part. They
set
cleaned
them
up
really nicely for the future.
They picked up 4 pitchers. They gave up a number 5 starter and a closer that we can't win enough games to use properly. Also, with who hasn't been, I mean, he hasn't been bad, but compared to
it's not like last year.
No, and so you're like, okay, well maybe we got him sold at the high point. He's got a lot of team control and whatnot, but you got a fucking guy coming back, and then you got three sure enough prospects from San Diego. You got rid of Andujar, which another one I hate to see go. I'll be rooting for the Reds down the stretch. I'll be rooting for the Padres down the stretch. I kind of like both those teams regardless, but now that we got some of my guys on that team, like that'll be my my dark horse who I'm pulling for. And so it's and then they got a right-handed prospect from the Reds for Andujar. And now like I'm hoping Andujar has a chance to play in the postseason, because dude's swinging a really hot bat this year. So
yeah, the Reds made a few moves. Looks like they think they can make a push here. Like here, we just saw the Tigers just saw Duran a couple times. Thought maybe he had a chance to come back and couldn't get it done in the 8th. They're like, well, Duran's shut down for the 9th, so it's over now. But he's a good pitcher.
Yeah. That was crazy on the they had a save opportunity the night of the trade deadline, and so that's Mason Miller's spot, and they kept the rookie in for two innings, and
he's gone then.
Yeah, directly after the game in the post game show, Kotze was just like, let's address the elephant in the room. Mason Miller was not available tonight. That's it. And we're like, okay, so he's gone.
Well, all right.
Yeah.
I mean, Duran, they give up not as much as I thought.
No, I mean, that's honestly not that bad of a deal, but aren't the Twins for sale as well?
Oh, I didn't know that.
I don't know that that's true, but I think that's what I'd heard. So it sounds like they're just trying to dump as much salary as they can, and
work better on paper. Financially.
Yeah. But like overall, so like Yankees.
Man, Yankees went out. They got Bednar, and they got
who was the dude from the Giants? I
forget who's that. Another closer.
Yeah. So they got like 4 closers.
They got Jake Bird, but Bednar and the other guy got lit up the first game, and then Jake Bird's already been
sent down. Yeah, it's oh yeah. So that's why I that was a big part of Jake Bird and JP Sears.
Oh yeah, Camilo
Doval, yeah. But Sears and Bird were a big part of naming the episode Buyer's Remorse, because it's funny. Such a flurry of activity, and it really like on paper really reshaped a lot of rosters, but then you're like,
not the Yankees.
not the Yankees, and then also like the Padres, like immediately sending JP Sears down. And you're like, so you gave up your future, and then like 3 really big prospects for a relief pitcher. But
it's the strongest bullpen in the league now.
It is that. I guess there's rumors that they're trying to turn Miller back into a starter.
Oh wow.
Which, if they're successful, then yeah, that's a, that trade doesn't look nearly as unbalanced.
Yeah.
So, but we'll see.
I mean, who knows? Sears could be back in a week.
That's true. Yeah, and like I said, we were talking before, like he doesn't belong on a minor league roster, I don't think. But the Padres have a really good or really strong starting rotation, and given the way the injuries work, and Sears is kind of a workhorse like that. He chews up innings, and he's just available all the time. So
I mean, with pitcher injuries increasing quite a bit, in the last few years, like it's nice to have that as your backup starter.
Yeah. So Merrill Kelly, that was kind of a late trade deadline move. Rangers got him for.
Good for the Rangers, man.
Yeah. He's a dog.
Yeah.
He's a dog. That was quietly one of the better moves at the trade deadline. They gave up some prospects, but
that's a hell of a staff.
Yeah. You're looking at Evaldi, DeGrom, Merrill Kelly, Patrick Corbin's been having a great year. What's his name? Jack Leiter.
Not so good, but
he's still got good shit. And then Kumar Rocker as well.
Oh no, sorry, Kumar Rocker's the one who's gotten lit up.
Leiter's been okay. Like he's not front end of the rotation type of guy yet, but he's getting there.
And Tyler Molly's, when he's healthy, has been good too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so they're set up really well pitching wise. Corey Seager's been on a tear. I think he had like a 28 game on base streak. That may have kept going. I don't know for sure, but he Adolis Garcia's been hitting well. Like they're starting to come around. Like the offense is still kind of anemic, but
yeah, I mean that's it. So they also got a lot of room to move up.
Yeah, exactly. Like
try and chase 2 teams that just got better too.
Yeah, exactly. The Rangers, I mean the Astros really went out and made some moves. The Mariners really went out and made some moves, and that's gonna be one of the funner down the stretch races this year. I think. The NL East, it seems just like blow for blow with the Phillies and the Mets. It's just
yeah, exactly. I mean,
like every other day,
someone gets Durant, someone gets Helsley. Like,
yeah, it's just crazy. And then like they'll flip flop division lead a couple times during the week, and you're just like, I think it's gonna be that way all the way down the stretch.
Yeah. Helsley's a good pickup. Definitely.
Yeah, really, really good pickup. Let's see. And then so Shane Bieber, he won the Cy Young in 2020. Hasn't pitched a big league game since April of 2024. But
I think he's supposed to play it this year, though.
I think so too.
I think he's pretty close to coming back. I like him. It's kind of unfortunate. Like, there's a lot of good pieces that got moved around from the Guardians and the Twins, and like any of the really good ones, I don't think they wanted to see going to Detroit.
Yeah,
so
I
we
think
really
so.
have a chance at like some of these better players for good reason. Like if it's more than just a rental, I don't want to see him next year.
Oh shit! And Duhar was 2 for 4 tonight with double, single, and 2 runs. So
Nice.
paying off for the Reds already. So good job, Miggy. Yeah, that's well then like Clase was supposed to be like one of the big trade pieces, and turns out he was probably most likely doing some betting on himself.
Yeah, that's rough. So I guess they kind of Guardians kind of packed it in.
Yeah, I know you're not a fan of Cleveland, but at the end of the day, that sucks for the organization. You're like, fuck, man, what the fuck? There's really only one rule in baseball. Like there's a lot of shit they'll let slide, but that one they will not, unless you're Shohei, maybe.
All right.
Maybe. I choose to believe he was innocent. That's
me too.
Just for the sake of watching good baseball.
Yeah, but that's a good pickup for Blue Jays, who's a really good team already.
Yeah. But Aaron Judge coming back. Did he play today? Or I think he got he got cleared from the IL, but the Yankees have been basically non-existent since he went on the IL, and we're slumping pretty hard before.
Yeah, they need that bat back so bad.
Yeah, they do. The Rays kind of they didn't really sell, or what did somebody call? It was a buy sell, which is kind of always what the Rays do. They'll give up some pieces, but they tend to get other pieces and still just like if they make the playoffs, they're going to limp in, but there's a good chance that they limp into the playoffs somehow,
Yeah, and they don't sign big contracts.
No, they don't, and you kind of
they signed one, and that didn't work out well.
Right? Yeah, that's
another rule not to break.
Yeah, that's that's kind of a rule. Most places.
Yep, barely.
Yeah, the Padres, they went out and got O'Hearn, which he's not been that great. Like he started off the season on a tear, but then he slumped pretty hard. I haven't seen.
Oh, really? I thought he was still doing pretty good.
Maybe.
He
made the All-Star team, so.
Yeah. He's hitting 283 with 13 home runs before he left.
Okay, so that's not nothing. And Laureano's been pretty solid this year. So add that to. I mean, that'll definitely shore up the back end of that lineup. They're, Padres are pretty top heavy.
Yeah, I mean he's hitting 290, 15 home runs before he went over.
Yeah.
And so, and they kind of needed a couple bats because the offense was, not that great after Tatis and Machado.
Yeah. It was kind of Tatis, Machado, and then Arise. Arise has been, but he had singles.
Their center fielder.
Jackson Merrill, yeah.
But like they need another bat if they really want to make a big time push.
Yeah.
They did, so they got a couple.
Yeah, and like Padres are looking pretty stout, but it seems like a lot of bandages, like a lot of band-aids on that deal.
I guess, but I mean honestly, like, I kind of like them to win the division now.
They could, especially with all the injuries that the Dodgers have had. Snell
seems like they always get around. Like they always got someone to fill in, but it can't last forever. Or it's or everyone's gonna get healthy and they're gonna never lose another game again.
Yeah, at some point the wheels are gonna fall off. Like That the thing's got the speed wobbles, and like they need to slow it down, and and the Padres look like they're coming hard. So the Diamondbacks after the Corbin Burns deal, that kind of it was kind of like the death knell in their season, and they went not quite as hard of a fire sale as Minnesota, but pretty close. They sold off a lot of shit. They didn't get Gallen traded off, which was interesting. But I don't think the market was wanting to pay what they wanted to get for Gallen, and
especially when you get Kelly.
Yeah, exactly. But we went and saw the A's play the Diamondbacks, which was kind of cool. It was the first game after trade deadline, so Mason Miller's gone, but Lopez started through 6, gave up 1. Yeah, they end up winning 5-1. But there was like 3 or 4 of guys that we'd seen play in Reno that were playing for the D-backs, and so that's pretty sweet. And it's Diamondbacks got a good organization. Like the Ace is a pretty good ball club, and they've been sending guys up and down. So Diamondbacks will be fine, but when Corbin Burns went down, that really did a number. Like they were struggling to tread water, and then they lose their ace, and you're like, fuck.
Yeah.
And then Gallen wasn't what we expected this year, so it is what it is. But so where do we go from here? The McMahon to the Yankees.
I mean, we talked about that last week.
Yeah,
but McMahon has been doing really well since he's been there. So
it's
it looks like a better trade than maybe we thought initially.
Maybe so, and turns out maybe he just needed a little change of scenery and get the stank of the Rockies off of him.
Yeah. Although you got the stank of the Yankees right now, which ain't great either.
That's true. Dustin May to the Red Sox. That one I don't think anybody saw coming.
Not really, but I mean, I think it's kind of because the Dodgers pitching staff's getting a little bit more healthy. Mm-hmm. He doesn't exactly have quite as big of an impact, and also he hasn't been quite as good as everyone thought he was going to be.
No, he's been in like the Severino type territory where like he's still a good pitcher, but he's just not up to expectations this year.
Well, those first 2 years he had just nasty stuff, and then he was injured, 2/3 of the time, and then he finally gets healthy and he's not quite as nasty anymore.
Yeah,
and it's just never really completely like worked out for him. So I mean, I don't know. I guess you get something back for him instead of having to DFA him. Well,
and like it's a pretty good pickup for the Red Sox, considering their rotation. So like it seemed it worked out pretty good. Both it was pretty win-win trade. It seemed like Red Sox have they were kind of looking dead before the Devers trade, and now they're in the top wild card spot, and you're like, huh? Well, I wonder if they keep it going or not.
I mean, it's kind of hard to tell, like after all these trades, like how that's all going to settle. Maybe a week or two more if they keep it up, I'll believe it. But right now, I don't know.
Like Giolito's been really good here as of lately, but boy, he started off not so hot. So you wonder, like, is he going to regress any, or is he just like catching his stride?
Yeah, and I mean, you'd think that New York can't keep up being this bad.
You would think,
and so they're gonna fight for probably the division, but definitely that second spot.
Yeah, definitely. As much as I'd like to see the Yankees continue to be this bad, I don't think it's going to happen. We'll see. So the Rays got Griffin Jacks for Taj Bradley.
Yeah, I mean, I like that move for the Rays.
I
The
like
Rays
that move
always
for the
seem like
Rays a lot.
they seem like they can kind of rehabilitate some pitching,
Yeah.
or like bring out the best in some pitchers. And so I wouldn't be surprised maybe they try and put Jax back into a starter role too.
Yeah. And like Taj Bradley's not been real great this year either. So like, yeah.
And I swear, like they're they know pitching. So if they don't want them, like I probably won't want them either.
Yeah, no shit. Man, that's good for you in the Central. Just
get them out of
the
there.
Twins just sucking.
Yeah, didn't help tonight.
No, did not. Camilo Duvall to the Yankees for 4 prospects. The big name teams really loaded up on relievers. It seems like
I know
they're like the middle and small market teams. Like they made some other moves, but like the Phillies, the Mets, the Yankees, they all went out and got.
Well, I mean, the Tigers got a closer too. We got Finneran from Washington.
That's true.
It's not like we got nothing, but
hey, and you went out and got Charlie Morton, who
I like Charlie Morton.
I kind of do too.
We were just talking about this, man. He still throws gas. Like I didn't know he was throwing. Like
I had no idea what he threw. Right. I just assumed he was like a Jamie Moyer out there. Just
damn. You know? That's harsh.
Well, like maybe that's a little harsh, but I was expecting. We'll call it like Maddox.
Okay.
Type velocity, but yeah, you said he was still hitting 98. That's impressive. That dude's older than me. So yeah, he got lit up pretty early on in the year. Got lit up pretty hard.
The last month and a half, he's been really good. Back to when he was with the Braves.
Yeah, just kind of been nails. For the last, like, I don't know, 5-6 starts, something like that. And
at least, yeah.
And his first start with the Tigers, he went out and dealt. And you're like, I
think it was 4 or 6 scoreless.
Something like that, yeah. With like 8 punch outs.
Yeah. Nice.
6 or 8, something like that. And you're like, all right, go get it, old man. Fuck yeah. Like that. Go have a day. Matt's Tyler Rogers for Jose Buto, Blake Tidwell, and Drew Gilbert. Like that was not a bad trade for the Giants. It seems like they're kind of folding it in on the year too.
Yeah, I mean, I really like Tyler Rogers. He's got like I swear he's got to go home with like bloody knuckles.
Oh yeah,
throwing that like submarine.
Oh, I know, man.
I mean, it's crazy. Like just the angles that he creates is insane. I can't imagine that. But like, yeah, the Giants are getting. I guess they packed it in, but they're getting.
Jose Buto's not a bad pitcher already, so
yeah.
Like they got some stuff. And the Mets short up the bullpen, which is one of their big moves they were trying to fill. So
they kind of got it just to keep up with Phillies.
Yep. The Reds getting Zach Littell, that I didn't see that one coming.
Yeah, that one was crazy. Like we were so shocked. I was up to the bar like after the deadline, and we were like, that was the one that I was like surprised. We're like, wow, the Reds really think that this is the year they're gonna make a playoff push. I mean, I'd love to see it. Like, Littell's pretty good, and they didn't give up a ton for him.
Not a whole lot, and so then they went out and got who else did they get? Like Brian Hayes and Duhar.
Oh shit! I totally I missed the Brian Hayes one. That's good.
Yeah. So yeah, they went out and got Brian Hayes and Duhar and then Littell, and so you're like, all right. And they're I think they're 3 games out of the last wild card. So you're like, the Reds could make a push. They could make a push.
there's so many good teams like in that wild card range that like there's too many that I want to see them all go, and they ain't gonna happen.
I know it. So and then Harrison Bader from the Twins. That was one of the ones that kind of started the floodgates for Minnesota's sell off. But like Harrison Bader was not one I had heard on really a whole lot of radars. And like, well, the Phillies did need some pop in center field, and
I mean, had I known that he was available, like I would have loved a new center fielder because we've got no production out of center field since Baez went back to short.
Yeah, that's true because Meadows really hadn't done much of anything.
Meadows was hurt again, and
that's true.
And Matt Vierling, who's been pretty good the last few years, is hitting like 190 now. Although he went 2 for 4, but he also missed a ball popped out of his glove that. No, it was a hard catch, but should have gotten it tonight.
Yeah,
run on it.
We were talking about Blade earlier, and like he just really sucked it up earlier this year, but he's been sent down to AAA twice and just mashed every time he went down. He was just crushing the ball, but he got called back up Sunday. He went 4 for 4 with a home run, and then I think he went 4 for 5 tonight. But Bangaliers! I told my kids next game we're gonna go. We'll make a sign that says Bangarang, and every time he comes up. But he went 5 for 6. He was Max Schumann struck out to end the top of the 9th, and Langoliers was on deck to go for the 4 home runs, but he went 5 for 6, 3 home runs and 2 doubles.
Man, he could have outdone
old Kurtzy, yeah.
Kurtz like a week later.
I know it. It was Kurtz got his second week in a row AL Player of the Week, and then got AL Player of the Month, AL Rookie of the Month. Dude's been on just a goddamn tear.
You keep giving him all the awards right now.
Yeah, that dude is the truth, and he's 22 years old. He's only going to get bigger and stronger, and he just like his 4 home run game. I know I said it last time, but 3 of them were opposite field. And you're just like, and the one that he did hit that he pulled was second deck. I mean, he fucking. That dude he can hit, but yeah. Here's Langoliers like, hey, don't forget about me. He's had he's had more home runs since Kurtz since the All-Star break. So,
okay.
And then Rooker's still just doing his thing right there too. Like,
got Rookers there too.
Yeah, like that. The A's and the Angels are going to be spoilers for a lot of the AL West this year. I think like they're both playing really good ball and not much to play for this year. It's all player development for the most part, and they both got some pretty nasty lineups that a lot of people haven't heard of. The A's have made a little bit of a splash this year, but like. Nobody talks about the Angels, and they got some guys in that lineup that can really hit. So,
yeah, you heard of Mike Trout?
Outside of Mike Trout, but O'Hoppe and Shonwell can both crush. Zach Neto is like that's a good young shortstop.
Joe Adell's finally turning into what everyone thought Joe Adell was going to be.
Yeah. They got some guys, so here down the stretch. I was telling my niece today there was 48 games left before today, so 47 games, and they needed to go. If they went 26 and 22, they'll end the season with 75 wins, that's better than last year, and that's a pretty okay season. And yeah, then they went out and rattled off 16 runs against the Nationals. So like, all right, that's a good start. Nah, you only got to win 25 now.
Nice.
So yeah. Cedric Mullins to the Mets. That was
another center fielder I wanted.
Yeah.
We didn't go after. He's good. I mean, he's like a solid like 2020 guy.
Yeah.
Decent out. Oh, I guess his average is down a little bit, but he's also good defensively.
Yep.
And I like
15
him.
homers, 14 steals, 738 OPS. I mean, that's
I mean, he's always out there playing hard.
Yeah, you'll take that. Cabrian Hayes for Sammy Stafura and Taylor Rogers. Okay.
Oh shit! Yeah, this one totally slipped through my.
Yes.
Radar.
So the other Roger, the Rogers both got traded.
Yeah, but man, I like Ke'Bryan Hayes. He doesn't hit quite as good as he used to. Oh shit! Apparently it's really bad. But like Goldale defense at third base.
Oh yeah, he's probably the best defensive third baseman in baseball right now.
He knocked off Nolan Arenado off of his like 8-year in a row third base Gold Glove. So that's saying something.
Yeah, it definitely is. You'd like to see him swing the bat a little bit more, but that's why they went out and got Andujar instead. So Andujar can play third base and will play third base but just slide him in there at DH and he'll be fine.
Well, and that's another one. Ke'Bryan Hayes, man, maybe he like going from not that far away, but a completely different outlook on the Reds and the Pittsburgh.
Well, and you got a lot more going for you in the lineup than you had in Pittsburgh too. Like you had O'Neal Cruz and Old Man Kutch, and that's kind of it.
Yeah.
So,
but now he's got a ton of people to play with and something to play for too.
Yeah, exactly. Yankees got Jose Caballero. It's a good off the bench guy. So,
shoot, I mean, I don't know. Well, yeah, you're probably right, and especially once Judge comes back, I might make that outfield a little bit tight to fit him in. But it's too bad because he steals bases. He gets on base quite a bit. So I like him. Although I think his first game with the Yankees, he gave up an error that cost him the game.
Yeah, well, you'll have that, I guess.
Yeah.
I think if he was on a more of like a mid-market, small market team, he'd probably be like one of their trade centerpieces. But going to the Yankees, seems like he's more of a role player type.
It's too bad for my fantasy team.
You had him in fantasy. That sucks.
Yeah.
Charlie Morton, we talked about him. The Royals quietly added some pieces, but is it going to be enough?
And I don't think nothing moves the needle for me.
No, like Yastrzemski, he's
kind of old.
Like, he's kind of old, and he's just kind of whatever. Yeah.
They need some real offense there.
Who else? They went and got Grichuk from.
Grichuk, yeah.
He's all right.
Kind of the same.
Yeah, he's just kind of whatever. Padres took a flyer on Nestor Cortez. As long as he's not pitching at Yankee, he'll probably be fine.
Yeah.
Adrian Hauser.
Oh, I thought this was a great move. Like I said before, I think the Rays are good at developing pitching. And good for good scouting pitching. And I like Hauser. I think I think he's going to do good things there.
Yeah, I think so too. Sanchez for Gusto was a pretty good move too. That Gusto has been not great. Sanchez has been pretty decent. And the Marlins.
Honestly, I think that was not bad for both teams.
Honestly,
the
yeah.
Dodgers could use a pitcher, and like obviously the Astros could use some depth.
Yep. And the Marlins are kind of on a little tear here lately. So like Stowers has really been on a tear here last week or so.
The whole season, really.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's over in 900 OPS on the year. He's crushing the ball.
He's crushing it. And particularly here, like the last week or two, like him, it's been Stowers in the National League and Kurtz in the American League. Brewers got Shelby Miller and Jordan Montgomery.
You skipped over Castro. I forgot about this one. Yeah. This was a really good one.
Yeah,
I totally forgot about that. Like Billy Castro is Tiger a few years ago. We non-tendered him, which I thought was crazy then. But I mean, he's a solid bat that you can play in like 5 different positions.
And he was with the Giants, correct?
Twins.
That's right. Yeah. That is a good move. Twins just loading up on prospects. I
mean, they kind of have to now.
They
I mean, it's not that long ago that they made the playoffs.
No,
it just hasn't worked out for them since then.
Well, and they were
like it's rebuild time.
They were favorites to win the Central last year up until preseason
this year.
Last
year until they like blew like 20 of like 22 or something like
that, and then the Tigers went on the tear, the Royals went on a tear, and the Twins just like could not close it out, and now just complete fire sale. Brewers got Shelby Miller and Jordan Montgomery. Montgomery's okay. I don't know much about Miller.
Miller was good, but it's been quite a while. I mean, he barely made any appearances on a Tigers team that lost like 95 games. So
fuck. Yeah,
it ain't good. I think he's had some injury issues and just has never been the same. Unfortunate, but I mean it happens.
Yeah.
He's also kind of old now too, so I don't see him ever bouncing back.
That seems like a classic Brewers type move, though.
I mean, maybe they just need a arm or
something,
someone to fill.
They didn't have a whole lot of holes, honestly.
Not really. best record right now. So I mean,
they went on a just absolute tear. I gotta remember to text Rob tomorrow that the Brewers are in first place. Padres got Freddie Fermin. I didn't see that one coming. Got 2 pitchers.
I don't think they really needed a pitcher, but I mean, all right.
Yeah, I mean, you can never have too much pitching, but they needed some bats for this down the stretch run. Their pitching's been pretty good. I guess Bubic out for the year. That hurts, obviously. But yeah, I would have thought they were going for more offense, but Bergert's been okay, and Kolek's been okay. So like probably a win for the Royals on that trade. But
yeah, I don't think the Padres really needed for me in that bad. So
I don't think so either. But
might be just like pretty even, honestly.
Yeah, kind of honestly, yeah. But it means I don't know who else they got behind Salvi, but they're riding that hoss until he can't.
He's hitting again. He's starting to hit the batter a little bit.
Yeah, he really has been good here lately, but also he's a really good. He calls a good game too. So like you hate to see the old man just using his knees that much, but also you can't take his bat out of the lineup either, especially now that he's starting to heat up. And so, yeah, just ride that pony till you can't anymore. Let's see. Dodgers got Brock Stewart.
I don't really know much about him.
I don't either.
Alvin's probably pretty good for the Twins, but I don't know how much time he's got left.
Yeah.
Before he's a free agent, but it might not even matter.
Yeah. Finnegan to the Tigers, that was a pretty good move.
I like him. So I mean, the numbers aren't like stellar, but he's got 22 saves on the year, so he's not
on a bad team.
Yeah.
So
yeah, exactly.
Paul Sewald from the Guardians also kind of, they didn't go fire sale, but they did pretty heavy sell off of, well, everybody but the guy they wanted to get rid of was Clase, but
yeah. And it's not like I used to like Sewald, but it's kind of been a while. He was pretty solid on the Mariners when he was closing there, and it just hasn't really done a whole lot since then. With either Arizona or Cleveland this year. So
yeah,
I don't expect him to be much of an impact for the Tigers.
And player to be named later. So
that means or cash. Cash. Yeah, so, that means that's how much they care about him too.
Yeah, exactly. And then Jake Bird from the Rockies to the Yankees, and then now down to whatever the AAA team for the Yankees is.
That's too bad because like I would have liked Jake Bird more than Paul Sewald, definitely.
Jake Bird's been pretty good this year, honestly.
And he was definitely one of the guys that everyone thought was getting traded.
Yeah. What is it with the Rockies? Just seems like they only trade to the Yankees nowadays. Like
I don't know. It's just there you go. That's the Yankees AAA team.
Pretty much. McMahon and Bird, but yeah, McMahon's been kind of tearing it up since he got over there. So I hate the Yankees, but I've liked McMahon for a while. So glad to see him doing good. Taylor Rogers from the
Matt Manning. It's not really a big deal. I don't even think he was on the 26-man roster before, but I think he was a number one overall pick at one point, and at one point was ranked higher than Casey Mize and Tarek Skubal on the top 100 list.
Oh no shit!
Yeah, he was like 8, and then Mize was like 9, and Skubal was like 22.
No shit!
Yeah, the year that they all came up.
Damn. It's a hell of a class.
Except for Manning.
Yeah, except for Manning. Rangers got Danny Colombe from the Twins. I don't know much about him.
Phil Maton's not bad.
Alex Call, I don't know much about him either. For the Dodgers, I got him from the Nationals.
Maton's way better than I thought he was. He's at a 2.35 ERA.
Is he a bullpen guy?
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, you add that to like the Rangers. If they can get in the playoffs, they're going to be a tough out. They got some guys on the mound. All right, so Cody Hewer from the Rangers. I don't know anything about him, but for
I don't either. I don't think that he's on the 26-man roster right now.
And cash considerations, it must not have been too much there. Royals got Bailey Falter from the Pirates. That's a kind of a whatever move.
I think these are all going to be kind of like that, but
seems like it. Oswald Perez to the Angels for Wilberson to Pena. Reds got Andujar. I think that's a good piece for them. Andujar's quietly been swinging a really good bat. Like he's not a ton of home runs, but he was hitting over 300
Well, I mean, honestly, anything that the Reds do right now makes me happy because if they're buying, like I like that.
I do too, and they got a really good pitching staff. That starting rotations is really good. So it's another team like they get in, they got just enough pop in that lineup, and a good rotation, a good enough rotation to be a tough out. I got. Do they go real deep? I don't know about that, but I think they're a tough out.
I mean, I'd love to see them back into that third.
Oh yeah, hell yeah,
guard spot, and at least make it difficult for someone.
It'd be fun to see Ellie De La Cruz in the postseason, man.
Yeah, I just want to see good players in the postseason.
Fuck yeah. Jay's got Brandon Valenzuela. I don't know him. Dietrich Inns, don't know him. Michael Soroka got hurt already.
Inns. Oh, I think. I believe he was a Tiger. I didn't know. I didn't know they traded him.
Yeah. Okay. What was he? He's a bullpen guy, wasn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was Detroit, and not very good, which is it's fine.
That's why he's this far down the list. Soroka, that was kind of a whatever move by the Cubs. Like Soroka's just been kind of whatever, but then he got hurt in the first.
Already?
Yeah.
Oh no, that's too bad.
Yeah. I hate to see anybody get hurt, but
that's why I don't really care about the Cubs, but
exactly.
I don't want to see guys get hurt.
I don't either, but also I will. I did rub that into Rob already, so but I don't also like thoughts and prayers to Michael Soroka and everything. That sucks. Red Sox got Steven Matz from the Cardinals. Don't know much on him.
Steven Matz, I mean, it's kind of been a while since he's been talked about.
Yeah.
I mean, when he was on the Mets, like real young when they were making some big pushes.
Oh yeah.
Like I think he was a rookie playing in the playoffs in the NLCS actually. It was pretty good, and then it's just like hasn't been quite that good. Although he's posted a 3.44 ERA so far this year, so 55 innings. But I guess he's in the bullpen now.
Red Sox are playing kind of like hardcore money ball here lately. Seems like they're not going for like big names like back when we were in college and stuff when they were going blow for blow with the Yankees, and then now they're more play more like a mid-market team.
I guess, but I mean they did go get third base.
Oh yeah, Bregman, that's true. Bregman, and they went and traded for Crochet as well, so I mean, they're
Chapman.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, I guess
take it all back.
Yeah.
But they didn't make any big splashes this free agency or trade deadline.
They started off the trades with the big splash to send Endeavors to the Giants, which has seemed to work out for the most part for him. But now Devers is playing first base for the Giants, and comically so.
He's Gold Glove defense out there.
Yeah. He's not been hitting all that well. But I don't. What do you think about Buster Posey as GM? I'm kind of a Buster Posey, but like I feel like he's going to do good.
I don't like him.
Okay.
But it does seem like he's been making some good moves. However, like no one wants to go hit there.
Yeah, that's 100% true. I'm right in that same category with you because I'm just kind of a Giants hater. And so I didn't like Buster Posey when he was catching, even though he was really good. He also ruined.
Acknowledge it.
He ruined the freight train at home plate because his fragile fucking legs.
Also ruined the Tigers.
Yeah, that's
2012.
That's right.
World Series. You could say it was Valverde, but whatever.
Yeah. So anyway, fuck Buster Posey, but I think he's going to be a pretty good GM. But yeah, you do have that problem where it's really tough to hit in San Francisco unless you're Barry Bonds. But
yeah, maybe you should have taken Barry Bonds' call when he offered some hitting advice.
Yeah, maybe so. Maybe so. Yeah. Devers, the more you hear about him in San Francisco, you're like, oh, maybe that guy just kind of is a jackass.
I still like him.
I kind of do too. He's got a face that's hard to hate. You know, he's like he just seems like a fun guy to be around.
The Buster Posey.
Yeah, exactly. But also then you hear stories about him. You're like, yeah, maybe he's kind of an ass.
All right, so the Cubs get Andrew Kittredge. It's a nice bullpen arm.
Yeah. Ramon Arias, that's his brother plays second for the A's. And he kind of lit us up when they were in Sacramento, when the Orioles were. It's a solid off the bench guy. It looks like they're just
stacking up on depth.
Yeah, he's depth.
Everyone.
That's a great depth guy. He's a really a good depth guy. Like he's good off the bench. You can slide him into any of the outfield positions. He can play third, and it's not a bad pickup. Mariners got Caleb Ferguson.
Kind of same thing, like bullpen arm.
Yeah,
I just bolster that bullpen. It's just I was like low threes ERA guy, like fun.
Yeah. Yankees got Austin Slater. I don't know much about him. Or Gage Zeal. Angels got Andrew Chafin and Luis Garcia from the Nationals.
Andrew Chafin's like a nice like bullpen guy. He's I swear he's on a different team every single year. But it seems like everywhere he lands, he's around a 3 ERA.
He's like a really good journeyman.
Yeah,
Luis Garcia, I don't know much about him. Who's to say on how that trade will work out? Tyler Kinley goes from one losing franchise to another losing franchise this year, with a lot more light at the end of the tunnel in Atlanta than in Colorado. Austin Smith, I don't know much about him, but knowing the Rockies, it's not going to work out for him.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Sorry, buddy.
And Kinley was like, he's got some promise, and I bet you he'll be good next year.
Probably be better than he was
in
Colorado.
Yeah, I think almost for certain. Tigers got Rafael Montero from the Braves.
That guy. Send his ass back. You saw him for the first time today. He got lit up.
This one was an interesting trade. So the Blue Jays got Sir Anthony Dominguez for Juron Watts Brown, and that was they traded in the middle of a doubleheader.
Oh, yeah.
So both bullpen guys, so they just changed the uniforms and swapped bullpens in between the doubleheader, which was pretty cool.
Dominguez, he was a lot better maybe a couple years ago. He's still like mid 3 ERA. But my favorite thing about that trade is they fucked up his jersey and they put his number upside down.
That's right. Which is
which I mean, I guess they probably had someone like under the stadium, like trying to sew it, and like it looked bad. Like the letters were,
it wasn't
straight,
great.
But you could see like a bunch of seams, like a bunch of stitching that wasn't like quite right.
They would have been almost better off just to put electrical tape on it. Just be like, hey, it's a temporary. It would almost made more sense, but then you're just like, oh, why'd you even bother if it was going to look that bad? Just give him a blank jersey and Sharpie on the back for the number for one game. But whatever. Rays got Nick Fortes for Matthew Etzel.
Yeah, I don't know
from the Marlins. That's just some Florida trash there. I don't know either of those guys. Tigers got Chris Paddock and Randy Dobnak. I don't know about Dobnak, but Paddock's been just kind of.
He's a career 4.5 ERA guy, but he eats up innings.
He's a JP Sears type.
Yeah, I mean, Dobnak's having a fine year. Yeah, it's a sub 2 ERA so far, though not many appearances. Fuck, only one pitch. Never mind. I take it back.
Jordan's here.
So I was waiting for a text from Jake saying he was back, and I was like, it's 10 o'clock. They're probably already talking. So I'm so sorry I'm late.
We're just running down the trade deadline, or the trades recap of the trades, I guess. So Enrique Jimenez, he must have been like a pretty high prospect if they're giving up 2 pitchers for him.
I don't know him. He was not in the. I don't think he was in our top 10.
Okay.
And he certainly is our 3rd catching prospect. So.
No, so
I'm not worried about that.
And then like I said, Paddock's just kind of whatever. Dobnik's like
we needed Paddock. Just that was kind of an earlier one, a few days before the deadline. But that was when they announced Olsen was out for the regular season.
That's right.
Need someone immediately.
Yeah,
so we went out and got him. They said, "All right, Carlos Carrasco." I didn't know he still played baseball.
I didn't either. It's crazy some of the names you see at the trade deadline. Brewers got Danny Jansen from the Rays for Yadier Arenamo. I don't know. I have to ask my wife how to pronounce that one.
So I don't know. All right. I don't know. Danny Jansen, fine. Backup catcher.
Jordan, how do you feel about the Royals trade deadline?
I honestly am not mad at it. I liked Randall Grichuk when he played for the Rockies. I thought he was a good piece to kind of help the Rockies kind of move forward after kind of the end of the Chuck Nasty era. And then they immediately, as soon as I was like, I like Randall Grichuk, he's a good guy, they sent him over to the Diamondbacks. So I like him. He's a consistent bat, if not super productive. He's consistent. He plays to expectations, and he's good defensively, which means that Jonathan India's only responsibility is getting hit by pitches, which he is really good at. He is so good at that, and I think the biggest mistake was the Royals expecting him to be anything other than good at that.
I'd like to pitch at him.
Yeah, but I think the Royals.
And he looks so majestic, staring you down with the locks waving, the curly locks waving.
You gotta tie that up a little bit.
So then Yankees got Ahmed Rosario. You guys know anything about him?
I mean, he was pretty solid. Like he was a Twin a long time ago. But I don't know when. I haven't heard him recently.
Yeah. The Royals. I mean, not the
He's
Royals.
hitting 283 in
That's not
158 or 152 at bats this year, so it's not bad.
Not bad. Probably another just depth guy for the Yankees. The Mets got Gregory Soto, another bullpen arm.
Former All-Star for the Tigers. He's pretty good.
He's not just a bullpen arm. Gregory Soto is kind of he's an under the radar guy who's going to put up some good numbers for you.
I got a signed ball from him somewhere.
Yeah, I mean he's a good pitcher. Don't get me wrong, but just the Mets adding to that bullpen, which they're
it's a nice, late inning guy.
Yeah, you missed it earlier, but yeah, the big market teams seem like they really just went and loaded up on bullpen. The Phillies, the Yankees, the Mets all went out and got elite. I had the Padres as well. Went out and got. I wouldn't
say elite, but the Tigers went out and got like 4 bullpen arms.
Yeah, Tigers too. But yeah, the serious contenders. That seems to be the main moves they went and got was bullpen. Which for a playoff push that makes sense.
Yeah.
Especially getting the postseason. Yeah, those runs don't come cheap. So, and when you just stack guys like that in the, like the Padres right now, their starter can get them 6, like that bullpen's lights out. So it'll be really interesting going down the stretch how it all plays out. Braves got Dane Dunning from the Rangers for Jose Ruiz.
This is a nothing trade. They're both over a 7 ERA.
Just a lateral move, basically.
I mean, maybe it's some kind of like salary shed.
Royals got Adam Frazier. Frazier's he's okay at times.
Love average hitter.
Yeah.
He's kind of I think he's somewhat of some hitting depth. But he's an off the bench kind of guy at this point in his career.
So I guess cap that all off. Who's the big winners and losers you think at the trade deadline?
Padres are big winners.
I think so. They gave up the bank though. Like they're
they
going.
Did, but they also got a stacked farm system, so they'll be okay. And if they think this is the year, do it.
And it feels like this could be the year. Like the way the Dodgers have fell off so hard here lately that you're just like, I mean, the Padres were 3 games back, I think as of tonight, and so you're okay.
I think they can do it. I think it was good. It was good, and they've made big moves like this before. I mean, it's not nearly. They didn't give up nearly as much as they did for Soto.
No, they didn't, and but they did give up a guy, and that and Leo DeVries, and like I said, I haven't got a chance to watch anything other than a few highlight clips, but from all the analysts, all the scouts, and everybody, they're like, no, this kid's the real deal. So like I'm excited to see how that pans out. And then with the 3 pitching prospects that come with it, we've seen one. He's got really good stuff, but he's young, so it's a good time for him to be an A because he's gonna get some reps this season, and not a whole lot of downside there unless he just like completely shits the bed. It's like, well, they'll probably keep rolling you out just to get some get some reps under your belt.
Yep. I think Seattle's another big winner.
I think Seattle's a big one. I think it's between them and the Padres who like moved their chips all in. Like they're like this. The time is now. Let's go. And especially with the Mariners going getting two big bats. Like Naylor's a tough out and has got some serious pop, and then Suarez is just hitting the cover off the ball. Pair that with the already pretty good lineup that has kind of underperformed at times this year, but with J-Rod coming on, and Crawford's a good hitter. Cal Raleigh having historical year. Like it seems like they made some really good moves. With a good pitching staff, we'll see how it pans out. But I think for me, those are the two. I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I think those are. Yeah, those two are definitely up there. I mean, maybe on like the next level down would be the Astros and the Phillies.
Yeah, the Astros loaded up outside of the Correa trade. They were kind of under the radar, but they really
that was huge. That was huge.
That was a huge trade. So obviously it's gonna get some attention. But outside of that, they were kind of below the radar. But they made some meaningful moves outside of Correa.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, a lot of like depth kind of moves, which is what you want for a deep playoff run.
Yeah, and for a team that's already, I wouldn't say comfortably but they're, solidly in control of the division right now but with some guys really nipping at their heels. So,
and they kind of had to make a move just to fight off Seattle at this point.
I think so too.
But yeah, and then the other kind of like that kind of tier. Well, Phillies. I said just Phillies, but Mets too, because Mets pretty much are matching the Phillies like bar for bar on every single thing that they do.
It's like mirror image. They're just blow for blow. It's Yankees Phillies. Mets Phillies, just like almost the same exact moves. Different guys, but like same type of pickups, and they've already been seesawing all season. Back and forth with the division lead, and I don't see a clear like winner of the division yet. No, I don't think we will.
Dude, it's gonna be like the last day or two, I swear.
I think so, and I'm not an East Coast guy, but that's fun. It's a fun race to follow. I think the West got a whole lot more interesting after the deadline. The Rangers also picking up Merrill Kelly. I mean, they got that offense can bang. They've done it before. They haven't really this year, but they've got some pieces, and like Seager is a guy that just hits or just gets on base all the time, and like not just gets on base, but like he produces. And with a guy like that just continuing to produce, you got to think that offense is gonna catch fire at some point.
Well, and even if they don't, they just got way better at with their staff too.
Yep,
it's kind of funny. I mean, we were joking about it a lot, but the Yankees did make like several really good moves.
Really good moves.
It hasn't quite worked out yet, but it will.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, they went out and got like two closers.
Mm-hmm.
McMahon, who's been hitting.
Yeah, McMahon's been on a tear, and then like Jake Bird's a good pitcher too. Like it's another one I would expect to see him back up in the big leagues before the season's over, and probably playing some in meaningful spots. Like it's a good arm. So, the Reds.
Oh yeah, the Reds just making any moves kind of makes them a little bit of a winner.
Yeah,
not selling this year for the first time, and that I can remember.
Yeah, But I would kind of grade the Reds and the Royals kind of on the same. The Reds with a little better grade than the Royals. Especially getting Littell. That was one I didn't see coming. I thought Littell might move, but I didn't see him going to Cincinnati. And I was just watching the post game with him earlier, and he looks good in Reds uniform. Like, he kind of suits him. So like, all right, well, let's see what they do. And Duhart, it's a solid bat. Been kind of harping on that guy all year, but that's a homer bias showing. But he has been swinging a good bat this year, so that's a good. For the Reds, anytime they get better, that's a win for that organization.
Yeah, and I mean, it's not in the same way for, at least not for this year, but the A's, bolstered their future.
I hate to see Mason Miller leave, but we were talking before the show, like he's not the same that he was last year. Like, he's been good. He's still got electric stuff, but his command's been not nearly as good.
Look,
and
Mason Miller's great, but he's just a closer.
Exactly. Now, we were also saying if the Padres are rumored to turn him into a starter, if that's the case and if they're successful in that, then the trade looks a lot more balanced. Like, as of right now, it's like the Padres are in win now mode. So I mean, we'll see how that all pans out. But I'm excited to see Mason Miller play in meaningful innings this year. And yeah, I'm really excited for this Leo DeVries guy. And the A's did not sell off. They kind of traded on their terms. They're stacking young talent, and there's a few guys that are going to pan out already, and there's a few that are to be determined. But they're setting up really nicely going forward.
Yeah, I mean, even if DeVries has to turn out for this to work in their favor, but if one of the other guys turns out, that's a win.
Yep.
I don't know. What about losers? I got my big loser here. They didn't make anything. They didn't make anything big. They got a little bit better. They filled some pitching holes, and they didn't get a single fucking bat, which is what they need badly right now. Yeah.
I was kind of surprised the Tigers didn't do more. I was surprised the Cubs didn't do more. Especially with the team they have, and maybe they just thought they're good enough to not do that. But
they made a couple moves, and they're probably in a better situation than the Tigers are.
Yeah, I would tend to agree with that. However, Soroka getting hurt in the first outing, that doesn't bode well. But I think the Padres, on the flip side, if they don't cash in, this year or the next year, they traded off like 10% of their prospect class. So they I think it was like 15 prospects they gave up total.
Year. I mean, it's a lot, but they always seem to they've done this several times recently, and they keep refilling their farm system.
Yeah, that's true, and they've got one of the rowdiest fan bases over the last 5 years or so. Like they've really got they got excellent attendance there. So
they're selling out weekday day games.
Yeah, they're going to be okay, but just in the value of it, like if it doesn't pay off this year, like boy, that was they'll be fine, but that's still a pretty good hit.
You're right.
I think I don't know, the Rays do what the Rays do. I don't think they're in much of a different position than they were.
Neutral. They're pretty much neutral.
Yeah, I think they still have just as good of a chance to make the postseason as they did before the trade deadline, and they were active. They were active, but it was mostly lateral or like take a flyer that'll probably hit like the Rays do.
That's what exactly what I was going to say is like, all right, maybe it looks a little bit neutral for us, but maybe they see something that we can't see. And they're going to turn out like some great pitcher out of like one of these random.
They do know how to nickel and dime shit, and like they're probably the best at it too. Like,
it's because they don't extend people, so they have to do it. They have to be good at this to keep afloat.
Yeah, exactly, and they happen to be really good at it. So it's
all right.
Yeah.
So other losers, I think probably. Not Minnesota, even though they traded away everyone. They got like a ton of return.
They got a
ton of prospects.
Underrated haul. A lot of prospects that like very talented.
But
it's kind of a loser.
Didn't sell everyone, and they didn't get a ton back. Like they should have gotten rid of Luis Robert because he's gone. I mean,
and that Smith guy that's starting.
He's got Kate Smith?
Shane Smith.
Shane Smith. Fuck.
Yeah.
He's got 4 more years of team control.
Oh, that's true. That's true. But yeah, like Luis Robert, he's free agent next year, right?
They should have gotten something for him.
Anything.
Especially since he's been hitting a little bit better. Great, but a little bit better. Someone would have taken him. So I would have loved to see him in the Tigers.
And he's going to be. I honestly think he's kind of getting his shit back together. Yeah. So they could have gotten something for him. Now he's going to get paid somewhat, but paid at at a reasonable value.
So and the only thing but they won't get anything from him.
No.
I mean, the only thing is they will probably tender an offer to him, which gets if he signs somewhere, which hurts his value personally. But if he signs somewhere, like he'll get a compensation pick.
They get a compensation pick if they give a qualifying offer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, and he'd be retarded to accept their qualifying offer.
Go somewhere else, please.
Yeah. All right. Well,
someone will give him. Someone will give him match.
Yeah. I think the. Like I don't think the D-backs lost at the trade deadline. Kind of the same way with the Twins. I don't think they lost at the deadline, but it just kind of it's a throwing in the towel on the season. So like the D-backs, the Twins, the Giants,
they're not winners, they're not losers.
No, but they're
doing the right thing for their organization. If you're not, you're not making it. Get rid of the guys who are not going to be around here next year.
It's a disappointment on the season, but
certainly for the fans,
it's not a loss. It's just like we're calling it a wrap for the season. We're just going to develop from here on out, and that was kind of like the nice thing after the All-Star break, because like that's kind of the deciding line. Are you in it or are you not? And the A's were not in it, and then I knew they weren't, but like now that it's official, we're past the All-Star break. Like, oh yeah, they're tinkering with the lineup. They're gonna throw different players into different positions and see what. And so now that's what the Diamondbacks are doing. That's what the Twins are doing. So the Giants are doing to a certain extent. I mean, they're still going to try to contend because they're not that far out of the wild card, but. Yeah, it's kind of a wrap on the season for them.
Yeah, and I mean that's kind of why I thought like the Tigers are obviously in it, but they've been slipping hard. It's like, come on, go get someone, do something.
Yeah, like you guys gotta keep your foot on the gas
and keep pace with everyone, all the top teams, because we were the top team.
Yeah, you were first to 60 wins and then fell off real hard. And you're like, and then.
That was 3 fucking weeks ago.
Yeah.
We're at like 65 wins.
I know. It's it's crazy. And when you go on those slumps, it feels like you're never gonna win another game. And you're like, what the fuck?
I haven't seen him win at home in like a month, man. Come on, I'm dying here.
Oh,
That's probably not true, but it feels like it.
I was so happy to see the A's win in Sacramento when we went. It was like we'd seen 2 games so far.
Sorry, Mason Miller just hit Ketel Marte.
Yeah, he did.
But he swung. He swung at that ball. It hit him in the foot, and he swung. That's dirty. Oh, that's so dirty.
Mason Miller's disgusting when he's on. But
he's got diabetes.
Oof.
Mason Miller's got diabetes?
Yeah, he's type 1.
Is that new?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
I mean, I assume it would have come up in the trade. But I didn't know that.
I didn't know that till just the other day. I watched an interview with him, and he was it was from, or he acted like it was I think it was in like high school or like early in college.
Okay.
He found out.
All right, never mind. All right. Is that kind of it on the trade deadline? Because
I think so.
Like take a little break real quick.
Yeah, let's do that. We'll take a piss break and then we'll do standings and yeah. All right, sounds good. So I'll be back in a couple. We're back. Let's see. I'll pop up the division standings. AL West is gonna get. I think the AL West and the NL Central are probably going to be the most exciting races going down the stretch. Division wise, the wild card's going to be crazy, I think. But Astros got a 3-game lead over the Mariners. We've got a 1.5 lead on the Rangers. Angels and A's not gonna do anything except spoil. Miller just threw 104.1 mile an hour. Holy shit, that's fast.
Wow.
All right, so I think the Mariners could. I think they're the better team, honestly, but I don't. They're like the Lions were in the NFL last year. Like the Lions were a great team, but they did not like they're Detroit. Like I don't trust them until they've got to actually win before I buy them. That being said, I do see the Mariners in the playoffs. I don't know.
They're in the wild card.
Yep, they're
second wild card now.
Yep. Did they do enough to take the West?
Yeah. At least make a fight out of it. Yeah.
It's going to be close. The Astros got better too.
Yeah, and so did Texas. Angels did a little bit. Athletics got worse, but the offense is scary. So that whole division is just going to eat itself up. For the rest
I think
of the
so
year.
too. And yeah, like we were talking earlier, the Angels and the A's they're both playing pretty good ball right now, and those lineups can mash, so they're going to play spoiler to somebody.
I think I'm certainly not going to be surprised if Houston wins it, but I think Seattle is going to make it really, really hard on them.
I think so too. I don't think the Rangers are going to be in contention for the division, but I think there's a good chance the West sends 3 teams to the playoffs.
I don't know. I kind of don't think so, but
I don't think it.
I won't mind it.
I don't think it'll happen. I don't think the Rangers, unless that offense really kind of catches a groove, I don't see them having enough gas to make it. If they get in, watch out, because the pitching is phenomenal.
Especially like when you move to a playoff rotation with 3 or 4 guys.
Yeah,
they got 3 good, really good. So do the Mariners, but
yeah. And then Astros, they got Framber Valdez, Hunter Brown, and they don't really have a standout third guy.
Not quite.
Nah, I think they got a really good bullpen. Yordan Alvarez is supposed to be coming back soon too, so
that's a huge addition.
Huge.
That's almost like making a trade deadline move on its own.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. I think I'm rooting for the Mariners. I was a Griffey kid growing up, so like I'd like to see the Mariners win something.
Ichiro too. But they both.
Yeah, fucking Ichiro too. Yeah, I forgot about that. And King Felix. Come on. Yeah, they've had some guys.
Yeah.
But I don't believe in them just yet. I'm rooting for them, but I don't believe in them just yet. We'll see how it goes down the stretch. But I think it's pretty good odds that the West shakes up exactly like it is right now.
There might be like a bunch of movement, and then it ends up exactly like
it
is right
like
now.
almost the exact same. Like Astros 3 games up of the Mariners, who are a game and a half up of the Rangers, and then the Angels and the A's just doing whatever. The East, do the Blue Jays have the legs to finish it out?
I kind of think they do, and I really hope they don't. Mostly because they were here recently, and there's like half the fans were Blue Jays fans because we border the Canada. Everyone comes up for those games. They won, and they're a bunch of
obnoxious.
Blue Jays. Yeah,
they're
not that obnoxious because they're Canadians. But they were cheering. Yeah, I'm like, I just don't want to.
That goes back to my my like cardinal rule of baseball in the McKinley household. We don't root for the Dodgers unless they're playing the Yankees, and we don't root for the Yankees unless they're playing the Jays, because the Jays are Canadian and we don't enable Canadians. And
I love how you say enable Canadians like it is a choice, like an affliction. Like we don't enable that kind of behavior in our house. We're not going to put alcohol around in case, we don't want to be an alcoholic. We don't want to keep the Blue Jays around. We don't want to become Canadian.
No,
it's
I mean,
like
honestly,
a contagion.
We don't know that it's not.
I'll take some of it, but not the baseball, please.
We don't know that it's not a contagious disease, and I'd rather be safe than sorry on that.
Yeah, and honestly, like just personally, I would prefer to play the Red Sox or the Yankees over the Blue Jays in the playoffs. So,
Blue Jays are it's a good ball club.
Yeah, it is.
The Red Sox, I expect to see them fall off a little bit.
Definitely after the pace that they're on right now.
Yeah,
but they're on a bit of a tear, and they got a couple pieces that are nice. Yankees did too, and like you said, Judge should be back any day if he's not already back.
Well, and that immediately makes all the difference in the world, because the guy was on a record-setting pace before he got hurt, and they immediately went to shit without him. So
they're kind of shit already, but yeah,
that's true. But they really went to shit when he went on the DL, and
he was in the lineup today.
Oh, he wasn't.
He was.
Okay.
They got 2 hit today.
Oh fuck! All right. Well,
by the Rangers.
Keep it going, Yankees. I don't expect that to keep up.
Eovaldi went 8 with one hit.
That dude has been nasty this year. The A's got to him one start, so I was happy about that. But like he's been dirty good. I think the Red Sox will be in contention. I'd expect them to finish third. The Rays kind of fell off. They were really on a tear. But
yeah, I think they're too far back now.
I think so too.
None of it consequential enough to move them 4.5 up to wild card, especially since there's a lot of people in that 4.5.
Yeah, and the Orioles are they're done. yeah. Tigers. Are they going to catch their stride here soon?
I don't know. They're on a losing streak, so I'm hoping that continues.
It's a 1-day losing streak.
Well,
that's not a streak. They lost 1 today.
It says streak losing. All right, there's an L there.
L1. All right, L2.
6-4 and 5-5. So I mean,
we were at 500. We were at 500. We dropped our last 2. We lost to Boston again tonight, which snapped the 4 straight series wins.
And you ran into Mr. Garrett Crochet. That happens to seemingly everybody.
We haven't been at 500 since like game 9 of the year. So,
the A's were 4 games over 500, and then they lost 20 of 21, and they haven't been sniffing 500 since. So,
Guardians though, make a little push. I'm surprised that they're this close to the wild card.
I am too.
But they sold and they lose Class A.
Yeah.
So I think I don't know if they're packing it in, but I don't think they're going to be quite as effective down the stretch.
I don't think so either. And Class A, that's a big loss, because he was going to be a big piece at the trade deadline, and now I won't be surprised if he catches a permanent ban if all this shit that they're alleging.
Which I hate to see, because he's a good player, and I don't want
great player, but also you got to know.
Don't do that.
And you do know that. Like that's of everything.
It's one thing betting on baseball. I mean, I don't like Pete Rose, but for other reasons, but
there's plenty of reasons
he bet on his team to win.
Yeah. There's plenty of other reasons to not like Pete Rose, but the betting on baseball, yeah, like you said, he never bet against himself, and he always bet on his team to win. And should he have done it? No, obviously not. But
I don't know what team sponsors Cleveland's TV.
Yeah,
FanDuel. Come on,
yeah,
now.
exactly.
Get the fuck out of here. I mean, still don't bet on baseball,
right?
But come on.
Well, and I was listening to something like his like non-competitive pitch rate has like skyrocketed this year too, and so yeah, there's a lot of smoke there. I don't know what went on, but we'll just say there's a lot of smoke, and the fact that they made him clean out their lockers says a lot.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. Casey got a little bit better. I don't know. What do you think, Jordan? You think they can catch up, or?
I mean, we're not that far to the wild card, so I'm not giving up hope there. We had Bergert. I don't know how you say his name. We got him from the Padres.
Padres, yeah.
And he put up 5 2/3, a 2-run ball. Left a couple guys on, and Angel Zerped it. I don't know. I don't think. I just.
Zerped it.
I do not like Zerpa. I think he has blown more leads than he has relieved this season, and blown more tie games. So the Royals ended up losing. What was it, 6-2 tonight to the Sox, the Red Sox? I think if the Royals can be a little bit more consistent with their hitting, I mean, they put up 2 like 8+ run games against the Blue Jays. If we can keep shit like that up, we've got a chance, but we can't hit 500 and then slide. I mean, if we want a chance at the wild card, if we want to finish at 500, we're doing a great job.
Well, so that was something I wanted to ask on the trade deadline. Like, did the Royals do enough to make a push? I don't think they did.
No, I don't either.
They just
Zerpa's got 1 loss and 3 blown saves. It's not as bad as you think. They needed to do a lot more on offense than they did, and like, not that Fermin was doing much on the offensive side, but it's a pretty good young catcher to get rid of for not a whole lot back either. And another just some relief for Salvi.
Yeah, exactly. And
they only got one other catcher on the roster. Has barely. He's got 14 plate appearances.
And there's an old adage in baseball, like, you can never have too many pitchers and you can never have too many catchers. And when you get rid of a catcher, it tends to bite you in the ass quicker than you expect. Like the A's just called up McIver again because Austin Wynns went on the IL with like an abdomen strain, which Austin Wynns was an early pickup for the A's coming from the Reds, and he's been really like a solid backup catcher for us. Like, calls a good game, doesn't hit a ton, but timely hitting, and was like quietly really good for the A's. So I hate to see that, but also I like this McIver kid too. So let Wynns heal up. I'd like to see him get some more action towards the end of the year, because I don't know I haven't looked what his contract status is, but like, you want to see a guy make a name for himself and get all the money you can towards the end of the season, or going into free agency if that's the case. But but back to the Royals. I mean, they pretty much all of their they got some pitching depth, but all of their moves are kind of meh, and they're already been pretty meh this year. So, and then you lost Bubic for the season, which is that hurts, and I don't think they were going to be able to fill that at the trade deadline, regardless. But you didn't come close to that.
Yeah.
No, I like the Jose pick, however you say his name. I like that pickup. He kind of reminds me of that our Noah Cameron. I do like that they kept Seth Lugo. I know that's not technically a move, but they signed Seth Lugo to a 2-year extension.
Yeah,
and he was like a huge piece that should have been that arguably should have been or could have been traded. And I think it just shows the Royals realized that this year, due to injury, I mean, you've got so many pictures this year that have either been on the IL or going to finish it on the IL. James MacArthur, Chris Bubich, Cole Reagans, Michael Lorenzen, and the list goes on. And so I think the Royals, I think what they did is that they made enough moves that if they added enough depth that if they can make some sort of a run for the wild card. But they're really setting themselves up for next season.
Yeah, kind of a holding pattern, it seems like.
Yeah, just kind of like we're gonna hold the fort, hold the wall. Next year we're gonna see if we can't make big moves in the offseason and make a splash next season. Because this year I think the pitching depth. I mean, arguably
it's the only reason you're even close to
the
wild card here.
Yeah, we're 4 games
it's back. Not the hitting.
The hitting is what's has held the Royals back all season. The pitching is still top 5 in almost every metric. Starting pitching has been top 5 in almost every metric. It's the offense and the bullpen. And the bullpen's suffering because they're having to fill in more gaps than they normally would because our starting pitching is spending a lot of time on the IL. So if the Royals make a push for the wild card, I'm all for it. But if they don't, it's not the end of the world. The Royals are gonna have another season.
Yeah, I don't see the Royals having enough gas to get into the postseason this year, which is disappointing. I mean, going back to our early predictions, we were saying that as many as 4 AL Central teams, but
it might actually be 4 from the AL East.
Could be
because the Rays are not that far out.
Yeah, they gotta do some work, but
they have more likely to think than the Royals do, and they are equally as far back.
Yeah,
I think that's probably accurate. Twins are done. White Sox never in it. On moving over to the National League, Phillies and the Mets. So right now the Phillies are up 2.5 on the Mets. By the time we talk next week, that could be exactly inverse. A lot of parity in the top 2 in the National League East. But even at the trade deadline, it was like a lot of the same type of moves that each team made, and we'll see how it plays out. But yeah, I don't see that race getting the gap getting much bigger. I think it's going to be neck and neck all the way. And the Marlins are going to play spoiler for a little while. I'm sure they'll cool off at some point. The Braves, that's probably the most disappointing season of all 30 teams, I'd say, is the Braves.
Especially all right, well, they won World Series with Acuna after he had ACL. But then he went down 2 years later after having a tear, going on a tear, and he's coming back off of that one. And it's all right, he's going to be here. He's healthy.
He was there for healthy. 6 games and made the All-Star game.
Yeah, and but then no one's hitting.
Acuna went back on the IL. It just Strider is coming back off of injury, and I did not know he was a vegan. I heard that, and I didn't like him as much.
Yeah, well,
it
look at
makes
his
no
legs. I don't.
Yeah,
do whatever you want.
I don't buy the whole vegan thing because you don't get those type of legs with plant-based protein.
Pounds of beans.
Yeah, so many pounds of beans. The Nationals. The Nationals could be good in the future. Like they've got some pieces. Like Abrams is a stud. James Wood is a freak. Like
Gore is
Gore,
a strikeout king.
A's lit his ass up today though.
Oh really?
Yeah, he didn't make.
Oh,
it
that's
through
the game
third.
that's today. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he didn't make it through the third. They got 5 off him in the first, so it was a good day for the Sacramento A's. But now that the Nationals got some pieces, whether they do anything with that or in the future, I don't know, but definitely not anything this season. Brewers are arguably I mean, I guess by record they're the best team in baseball right now, aren't they?
Yes.
69 wins. But record aside, they're arguably the best team in baseball.
Well, yeah, I mean, their Pythagorean win losses puts them at 70 wins. So they're even underperforming their expected wins. Whereas a lot of people are overperforming right now.
And the Brewers are like the best team in baseball at manufacturing runs too. Like they play small ball. They can also mash a little bit, but the pitching is really, really good. That Mizorowski kid's a freak. He's got touched up a time or two, but he's another one of those guys that even if he's off a little bit, his stuff is just that good that he doesn't. He's a freak.
They've given up the second fewest runs in the league, and
excellent defense.
And they're top 5 in runs scored.
Yeah, and they run the bases well. They play small ball when they have to, which is a lot of the time, but they play it well too.
They play great on the road too. So
yeah,
they're just an all around good team right now, which is kind of makes sense why they didn't make a ton of moves.
And you know,
the Cubs aren't far behind.
No, they're not, but they were way up.
Well, I should say maybe not in record, but they're not far behind in skill.
No, I don't think so either. I think the Cubs are still a really good team, arguably the best, but they've had not quite as big of a fall off as the Yankees. I don't know the actual number of games they've fell off, but they're closer to the division than the Yankees are at the moment.
Yeah, I mean it's not even the biggest fall off of the division. The Cardinals were top of the division at one point.
I forgot about the Cardinals.
They're way back. They're way
12
back
and a
now.
half back, and they sold off pretty hard too. So
yeah,
their
season's cooked.
I think the Cubs will. I think the Cubs and the Brewers will come down to the wire. The Reds, they're 2.5 out of the wild card. I would love to see the Reds in the postseason.
I mean the funny thing is like, all right, I want the Reds to make it so bad, but I also want San Diego.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and the Cubs are gonna make it, or Cubs or Brewers are gonna be probably
both.
Yeah. And then the Mets or the Phillies is going to be the other one. So that leaves one of those teams out. And it's going to be
the Padres
or Padres. Padres are in the third wild card right now. And they just got a lot better. And the Cubs or the Reds got a little better. So I don't think the Reds make it. And I would be so disappointed. I'd love to see the Chicago just go, 0 for the next 10. And drop out of the playoff race. But that probably won't happen because they're a good team.
Yeah, I agree 100%. I change none of that argument. I think you covered it perfect on that. I feel the exact same way. I'm rooting for the Reds, and especially since Andujar went over, like the Padres and the Reds are my teams. As the
Yeah,
I like them both beforehand, but now I got 3 of my guys on those teams, and I like them both better than the Dodgers and the Cubs. So
I mean, I've been following Green for 6-7 years now, like pretty much since he got drafted. I
think so.
But like it's just and like Ellie De La Cruz is one of the most fun players to watch in baseball.
Oh yeah, him and O'Neal Cruz are like I mean they even almost look like twins. You know, like they got the same. They're both like just giant, tall, super athletic, just super athletic.
One of my favorite plays of the highlights of the week this week was there's a kind of sharp grounder towards Ellie, grabs it clean, but he takes like 3 kind of stutter steps and then launches 101 to first to get him by a half a step. He could have gotten him by 4 steps, but I don't know what he was doing, but he just waited and then just like unloaded a cannon.
And it was on a dime too, like
perfect chest high, like throw at 101.
Yeah, it was insane.
I mean, Ellie could be like the first dual pitcher and hitter that he instead of being a DH, he plays shortstop every single other game. He comes in like relief when they're up by 12 runs or down by whatever the rule is that you can have an infield or a non-position player pitch. Have Ellie out there. I am sick and tired of
having Kike out there. Let's get Ellie.
Like strikeouts with 80-mile-an-hour fastballs. No, I want to see someone get beamed by a wild 106-mile-an-hour Ellie De La Cruz fastball. He doesn't have off
Johnson reincarnated.
There's no off speed. It is everything will be over 100 miles an hour, and there is a strike zone, but odds are you're going to get hit before he hits that. So
I'd love to see it.
I want that. I want that so bad.
That's an amazing like skills challenge for the All-Star weekend.
Oh fuck yeah!
Oh my god, yes.
I just I rewatched Bull Durham the other day, and
that's a good one.
Hit the bull. Just trust me. I don't know where it's going. That's a great movie. It's highly unrealistic, but it's a great movie. They bought out his AAA contract to bring up this rookie pitcher. That doesn't happen, but it's funny. It's a good movie nonetheless, and but also like props to Costner. Costner's got a pretty good swing, like all the way around. Like he legit was probably a good baseball player back in the day.
Oh, I mean, he's played in enough baseball movies for me to believe it.
Well, fuck, Garth Brooks too. Like he was a college ball player, and then he had his minor league, publicity stunt. But all that
the weird one I learned about this week was Macho Man Randy Savage.
Yeah,
was a minor leaguer.
Yeah. Yeah, he I forget who he played for, but he was a legit ball player. But also that was back in the day when they didn't test shit. So he probably had a couple extra feet on those dingers from all the gas.
He's Cardinals.
That's right. Macho Man Randy Savage, all gas all the time. All right, so National League West, do the Dodgers let the division slip away for the first time in 1,000 years?
Fuck yes, I hope so.
I hope so too.
I am praying to every god that there could possibly be, and honestly, every demon. I'm like, go.
Well, and then I was glad to see the Giants sell off too, because I did not want to root for the Giants. I hate the Dodgers more, but
I don't know if I do. Maybe I do, but there's more Dodgers that I like.
I like the Dodgers, the current Dodgers team, a lot better than the current Giants team for sure.
There's only one guy on the Giants I like.
I like Webb.
Verlander.
Yeah, I like Verlander too. I hate going up against Webb, but I like Webb.
But yeah, I mean, the Dodgers, they got some. If they don't turn it around, they're gonna let that lead slip real quick.
I hope it happens, and honestly, it'll happen to one of the more likable teams in Major League Baseball. Like, take the Dodger emblem off it. Like, I like most of that team, but yeah, I hope they choke it away, and I hope the Dodgers somehow squeak out the NL West, which I did not think was possible, but
they made a lot of good moves.
They really did. Like going back, I think the Padres and the Mariners are the ones that really pushed the chips in. Like, we're going for this thing. Everyone else they made good moves, but the Padres and the Mariners, they're like, this is it. We're going for it.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of would have rather seen Moran than Mason Miller today, since he gave up a 2-run bomb to tie it up. But
I know it. Well,
it's going to the 10.
The A's look like as of right now, look like they got the better end of that deal. But that being said,
That's going to take a long time to figure out.
One of the pitching prospects that we traded for also gave up 4 in the 9th tonight too. Luckily, we had a huge lead, so it didn't hurt. But yeah, also, I mean, not ideal.
DeVries isn't a free agent until like 2035, so he's got a long time to figure out how good that trade is.
Right. But yeah, the Nunez today was sharp until he wasn't, and then he was really, really not sharp. And but I like what the Padres did. Like I said, it's kind of it was a big gamble to win now, but I think if there's a shot, this is it, because the Dodgers have really fell off. And to their credit, they do have Shohei, who can pick them out of a lot of messes, and his pitch count's been increasing with every start, and probably only a matter of time till he's like just a regular rotation type of guy.
They got 4 MVPs on that team.
Yeah, so
they got experience.
They don't have to do a ton to keep that lead, but they gotta turn it around, or the Padres are coming, and they seem to have like a little bit of momentum on them. Like, if they pull this off, they win in extras. I mean, that just adds to the momentum. I hope they don't, because I bet the Diamondbacks tonight, because they were plus money. But and the Diamondbacks are going to be a spoiler in the National League West as well. And fuck, the Colorado Rockies have been playing pretty good baseball here lately.
Stop it!
I know they need to knock that shit off. 130 or bust. They're not even on pace for 130 anymore, and I think they may be on pace to not break the record. And that, for me,
they are no longer on pace to be the worst team in baseball. And now I'm with y'all. Until tonight, I was rooting for the Rockies to win out so they would finish at 500. Just because I thought that would have been hilarious. Like, imagine being like the worst team in baseball ever and then also finishing at 500. But now I'm like, yeah, fuck it. They've got 83 losses. I don't want to be 81 and 83. All right. I want to be 30 and 132.
Yep.
I mean, how do we only have 30 wins still? We're heating up. The Rockies have had a better time since the All-Star break than the Yankees, and the Rockies still only have 30 wins.
Who is this Warming Bernabel guy?
Okay, Warming Bernabel. I know this. I know all about him because of the baseball, like MLB The Show.
Nice. I only know about him because of Spinball on MLB. Like he's been on my Spinball roster probably 3 times in the last week, and
he is good.
And the first time I got him, I hit spin again, but then he just crushed. So I was like, all right, I'll just roll with this guy, and he's usually been like double points. So like, all right, fuck it. Even if he has a mediocre game, he'll give me double points. So whatever. I don't know anything about him. I had not heard anything about him, and now he's just he was on a tear for about a week and a half.
Yeah, he's a very talented player, and I'm really excited to see where he goes next year because I don't think the Rockies are going to sell him. The Rockies are the best farm team in the entire country. Well, we're the Yankees' #1 farm team for middle infielders.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can't remember if you're on yet, but I've already said that.
the Rockies are just the Yankees AAA organization.
Yeah, I think that's a recurring theme here. Is that so? I don't know. I like Warming Bernabel a lot. He's going to lead the Rockies to be the second worst team in MLB history. So really excited about that for him.
They're projected to win 120 right now on their current pace. So hopefully they slow down.
Yeah, they need to just chill the fuck out for a minute.
They need to go on an A's slump.
Yeah. So I was telling my niece, so if the A's before tonight they were at 49 and 76. So it's like if they go 26 and 22 from here on out, they'll finish at 75 wins, which is like it was better than the last 2 years, and that's a pretty acceptable. Like you can almost feel good about that season. And then they hung 16 on the Nationals. Probably a good shot that they can, and that was going against Gore, so solid shot they can sweep the Nationals. That's a good start to the second. They've had a good start to the second half. Nick Kurtz has been crushing. Shea Langoliers after tonight. Max Schumann, the utility guy, struck out to end the top of the ninth. And Langoliers was on deck for a chance to go for 4. That I really wish that would have been so cool to have 3-4 run games in a season. Suarez, Kurtz, and Langoliers. That would have been dope.
You see that Manny play?
Oh yeah. Manny's still. Manny is a giant cocksucker, but he is a hell of a third baseman.
I love him.
I can't help but love him. But like,
he just fielded a ball at third base, took a few steps towards third to get the force out there, and then off his back foot, falling away, launched one at first.
Just a rocket too, and got him by a step.
There you go.
Yeah, I lost that bet. Most likely.
San Diego up in the 11th. One last thing. I just wanted to bring up that Scooble Jacob Wilson bet. Scooble's got 181 strikeouts.
Okay.
And Wilson's got 150 hits.
And he's still on the IL. So I to end the show, I'm gonna make an offer to you on our bet. I will concede the Scooble Jacob Wilson bet if I can pick the hat. I promise it won't be something stupid.
Okay.
I'm
thinking
like
I was gonna suggest something kind of stupid.
Okay, we could do something stupid.
You can. I'll say what I was gonna say, and then you can make whatever choice you'd like.
Okay.
I was gonna say a Moon Mammoth hat.
Which one?
Moon Mammoth.
Oh,
It's the Tigers AA series.
Okay.
Seawolves alternate that John Oliver did.
Okay.
Did the created a new alternate mascot for the team.
All right, so I like that.
That's
I like that.
That's cool.
I like that idea. All right, so here's my counter offer. I accept that one for the next bet, but I'm gonna concede. But you gotta accept the Reno Aces hat. I'll
take a Reno Aces hat.
All right, so but we got to come up with the bet to close it out.
Okay,
and
we'll make something. Yeah.
And then we'll. But I like sticking with the minor league teams. So all right. I'll see your Moon Mammoth. Should I win this bet to be determined? I want a Pointy Boots de Amarillo.
Awesome.
That is one of the coolest alternates in all of minor league baseball. It's the sod poodles wearing pointy cowboy boots.
Perfect.
So yeah, all right. I will bring a Reno Aces hat to Seattle, and I'll fulfill that bet. But we gotta by next week we'll determine the new bet.
All right, I'll send you a hat size because I can't wear a snapback.
The only snapbacks I can wear are the Richardson 112 truckers, and I'd rather not. These are the best hats.
Well, I can't. I got no hair, so I'm gonna end up with a fucking little like half moon in the back of my head.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I don't know. These are just the best hats. They designed them.
Absolutely.
It's the best design. So but I think we'll figure out by next week what the bet is. I'm leaning early leaning is toward Rookie of the Year race because I don't know if it's going to be Wilson. I don't know if it's going to be Kurtz. And if Wilson stays on the IL, it's probably going to be Kurtz.
Yeah, that's a hard one to do just because we don't know how long he's out for.
Yeah, so
but we'll figure something out.
I think so, and but
we'll come up with some ideas and discuss it next week.
I like that. I like that. So other than that, I think we covered it all.
Yeah,
it was a good recap of the. I kind of like being a week behind on the trade deadline because now we get to see kind of how it's going to play out, and with a couple of them, like there was
We've already seen some action,
immediate buyer's remorse on some of the buyers. The sellers, I haven't seen a whole lot of whining except from the fan bases, but
you can't trust that because
no, you can't. Like I sympathize, I empathize with them, but also, you're still just fans. So like it's a business at the end of the day, and you got to see how it all plays out.
Sometimes these are for next year. Like,
yeah,
I'm sorry, you're gonna win 68 games instead of 78 games this year.
Yeah,
and it's probably not even that. It's probably 68 instead of 71.
Right,
but
but these
moves
could
make you better for next year.
They could make 15, 20 games better next year. So,
yep.
I think I don't know that there was any real big losers at the trade deadline. Honestly, it seemed like they were all fairly decent moves considering what the organizations were doing.
I think the losers would be people who didn't do enough.
Right.
Way. Sell enough people or get enough people.
I think that's exactly right. I think like teams like the Cubs and the Royals are potential losers by not doing enough, but also Tigers too. But I mean,
they needed a bat and they didn't do it.
That's true. It's true. And Duhar would have fit in pretty good over there. He's pretty.
Take it. I'll take it.
If
Although honestly, Andujar is not as good as McKinstry. We need
No, he's not.
We need a shortstop or a center fielder or a third base who can move someone to center field.
I'd say they're kind of a comparable at comparable bat, but McKinstry is way more versatile in the field.
And he steals bases.
Yeah. And Duhar's swinging a good bat. He plays a decent third base and an okay left field, but you're not getting Andujar for the defense.
Yeah.
Overall, not a ton changed really, other than like the D-backs and the Twins, like for sure calling it good on the season.
Giants, I guess.
Giants a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, they're kind of already out, I guess, right?
Yeah. They didn't sell off quite as hard. And the Cardinals sold off pretty hard too. They didn't get rid of Arenado though. That must have been a pretty not price tag, I'm guessing.
He's also got a pretty solid no trade clause, so he might shut anything down too.
That's right. And like
although I don't know why he wouldn't want to go somewhere where he could be competitive.
Yeah, go to the Rockies.
Go to the
yeah.
Come back to Denver, please.
I don't even want that.
No, honestly, for Nolan's own good, I do not want him to be back here. Until he retires,
but I don't want to see him in pinstripes either. I don't want to.
Please no.
I don't want to see him as a Yankee.
No, honestly,
I was
too many of my Rockies heroes have been in pinstripes.
I know it, and not many of them have turned out good either. Like LeMahieu has been okay.
He has been serviceable. I mean, LeMahieu looked better than he was in Denver because he was playing for the Rockies. He went to the Yankees and he's been serviceable. He's been basically just an average player, pretty good guy to have on your team since. Same with like McMahon. You know, McMahon looked like one of the Rockies' best pieces, and it's really easy to look good when the other 8 guys on the field never played baseball before that day. So
yeah, I mean, I hated seeing like Holiday over there.
Yeah.
Ottavino was like the only one that was fine.
Yeah, they can have Ottavino, yeah, have him.
I just like him because it's one of my favorite baseball quotes. He said he'd strike out Babe Ruth on 3 pitches, and I totally believe it.
Yeah,
probably so. I don't know if he'd get him 2 in a row, but the first one for sure.
That motherfucker's never seen a breaking ball at 99.
Yeah, that's true. But if he's seeing that stuff regularly, I don't know. That's one of those.
Right, you're right.
It's all it's hard to compare those the different eras because you got to think that Ruth would have adjusted. Like
I think he would have too.
But I don't think
it would have been.
I don't think he would have been the phenom that he was at the time. But
it would have been Roy Hobbs lighting up Babe Ruth and the natural.
Oh fuck. Well, been a good episode this week.
Yep.
So make sure you go check us out, Burnin Daylight Sports, on all the shit, and move your ass. We're Burnin Daylight.